Did the Russo brothers confirm our MCUXMen theory? Marvel has been straight killing it this year, with news coming out this week that Avengers Infinity War is already smashing box office pre-sale records. And just like Black Panther's record-breaking bonanza, Infinity War is poised to be the next big Marvel movie. Now, no doubt Marvel's already thrilled at how Infinity War's tracking so far, especially its two directors, Anthony and Joe Russo. In an interview with French news outlet L'Internaut, Les Frères Russo, which is a super French way of saying the Russo brothers with cheese, hinted at what they'd want to see in a post-Avengers 4 Marvel Cinematic Universe. And even though they played coy by saying they haven't really thought too far ahead because they've been so busy working on the current films, they did let slip one major storyline they'd like to see as part of the MCU.
Interesting to do something like Secret Wars or...
We're not fooled by that super casual mention, Joe, nor did we miss that little smirk from you, Anthony. A clever Russo indeed. We're on to you, boys. We're thinking this is something the brothers have already pitched, or at least been thinking about for a while, and it may confirm our theory of how the Marvel Cinematic Universe will bring in the X-Men universe. So it seems Secret Wars could be the future of the MCU. Well, great job, Russo Bros. It's not exactly a huge secret if you go around announcing it years before it actually happens. It's right there in the name, jeez. But maybe the war itself is not the secret. Perhaps the true secret of the MCU Secret War is which Secret War will secretly be happening, war-wise. As any Marvel fan worth their X-Babies Overpower card knows, the House of Ideas has had more than one mega crossover event titled Secret Wars. The first one came in 1984 and was really just a huge excuse to sell toys. I mean, don't judge, it was the 80s. Everyone was trying to keep up with He-Man.
Battle Armor Skeletor and He-Man figures each sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection. Beastman figure also sold separately from Mattel.
When Mattel got the toy rights to Marvel at the start of the decade, they requested that the company publish a massive tie-in event to help promote the products, and thus Secret Wars was born. In this story, a cosmic entity called the Beyonder transported all the Marvel heroes to Battle World, a world where, as the name suggests, battles happen. Once there, the Beyonder forced them all to fight each other in these randomly assembled grudge matches. It's basically like a little kid smashing all their action figures together on the living room floor. Now, the '84 Secret Wars certainly has its place in comic book history. It was the first major Marvel event, setting the stage for all the House of M's and Civil Wars to come. It's also where Spider-Man first acquired his iconic black symbiote suit. So, if you think about it, no Secret Wars, no Venom. We'll let you decide if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What do you think, Tom Hardy? Oh no. But even with that legacy, we don't think that's the Secret War the Russos will be pulling from. Instead, we think they're going to be drawing upon the one published in 2015. In that arc, universes from across the Marvel multiverse start crashing together, resulting in one single unified Marvel universe, give or take a zombie dimension here or there. That story was most notable for putting an end to the Marvel Ultimates universe, while finally incorporating some of that universe's most beloved characters into the prime Marvel continuity, aka Miles Morales. Spider-Mans, or Spider-Men, you decide. And if you think about it, that's pretty much the same task that Marvel's gonna have to do if they ever want to bridge the gap between their established cinematic universe and the prodigal children of the atom over at Fox. So how can it bring in the already established and beloved X-Men cinematic universe? Well, we've postulated this theory before that 2015 Secret Wars will give us a pretty good blueprint. They could use the event to kill off all previous cinematic iterations of their certified pre-owned characters, the Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, the X-Men, etc. So many problems just solved with a snap of your fingers, like your Thanos and Infinity Gauntlet. Plus, the X universe is so wonky time-wise right now, there's honestly no reason they couldn't bring in supposedly retired versions of characters. I mean, let's face it, if the only good thing that came out of all of this was Hugh Jackman's old man Logan claws ripping through Cap's shield, then yeah, I'd say it's worth it. It would also allow them to keep whatever worked over on the Fox side, like Deadpool, because there's no way they're gonna recast Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. He pretty much owns that character now. And if there's anyone who would be cut out for such a monumental task, the Russo brothers might just be the dynamic duo to do it. Allowing James Gunn to write all the dialogue for the Guardians and Avengers Infinity War proves the Russos are team players who are willing to embrace and celebrate what's unique about another property while still finding a way to incorporate it into their bigger sandbox. Now, of course, we're still not sure how well it will all work, but if it does, that's going to be a great omen for their potential Secret War. But what do you folks think? Could an MCUXMen Secret War really be on the horizon? Or should the Russos just have kept their big idea a big old secret? And would you want Hugh Jackman to slap on the claws again if it meant him teaming up with the Avengers? Let's discuss. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also make sure you smash that little bell to get notified every time we drop a video. And while you're at it, check out my latest episode of The Dan Cave, where, just in time for Avengers Infinity War, I'm breaking down the history of the Infinity Stones. Find out why Thanos wants to bedazzle a giant golden glove with cosmic Mancala beads. I have the answers. It's a good episode. Please watch.